last time on Skyblock. I'm not going to bore you with the semantics. If you want to watch the episode, you can go watch it yourself. It's called I Created a Hypixel Skyblock World. It's on my profile. We did a bunch of basic stuff, and then we got our first quest from the Dwarven Mines. Yo, first quest. Let's go. We got to get the heart of the mountain. You know what time it is, boys. Just bring me some valuable materials. Oh my lord. Hey guys, this is Kryn. I'm just giving you a gentle reminder if you want to join in on any of my live streams. I put community posts before I'm live to warn you, and I live stream every single bit of this. This is all taken from hours upon hours of footage, and I'd love to see you in my live streams. Enjoy the rest of the video. Upon accepting this quest, I knew which ores would be easy to attain and which ores would be difficult. You see, lapis lazuli and redstone don't work like other ores in Minecraft. When mining lapis lazuli, you always get multiple lapis lazuli, whether or not you have fortune on your pickaxe. The same goes for redstone. The same cannot be said for emerald, coal, iron, gold, or diamond, which you will always get a single piece of unless you have fortune, or in Hypixel Skyblock, mining fortune, which gives you an additional chance to get multiple drops from a piece. So, what did I do with this information? I decided to go ahead and mine every piece of lapis lazuli and redstone I needed. Lapis lazuli took little to no time to get, and I had to be in the lapis quarry anyways to farm for the lapis armor from the lapis zombies, the best low-level mining gear. I managed to get a full set of the lapis armor in this time, as well as a few extra pieces, which I've been giving away to people who need it to complete their set. After only about 20 minutes in the lapis quarry, I had managed to get both the 30 enchanted lapis lazuli I needed, as well as a full set of lapis armor, which was a huge and efficient success. The next target ore was redstone. Oh boy. The easy part about gathering lapis lazuli was its abundance and the weak enemies that protected it. The same could not be said for the pigman's den, where you could mine redstone. Although redstone was easy to get, it wasn't as abundant as it was in the lapis quarry. The redstone still took very little time in comparison to the other ores though, and there was only one major problem with gathering it. You see, I have the basic lapis armor, which is very solid for the pigman's den, and can easily withstand the attacks of a few pigmen at a time. However, the pigman's den carry over behaviors from vanilla Minecraft, which caused several problems while gathering the redstone. Pigmen have a very strong sense of what I like to call unity and friendship, which means they attack together. Although initially peaceful, if provoked, an entire army of pigmen in the surrounding area will assemble to kill you like there's no tomorrow. Here you can see that I instigate a fight with one of them, and my life is essentially over at that exact moment. However, in Hypixel, the pigmen in the pigman's den, where I need to gather redstone, automatically attack players, regardless of whether or not they're provoked. Since I don't want to die, I am then required to fight back, provoking an army of pigmen to my location. This annoyed me, so I met with a friend and discussed a way to punish the pigmen for doing so. Due to Hypixel's limitations, there's only so much killing and so much efficiency to the killing that I can accomplish on the server. However, I pay for a realm with a few friends, so we hatched a plan over there. I painstakingly grinded the resources, the most painful of which was 74 stacks of magma blocks for the pigmen to spawn on, and started working on the pigmen's punishment. I have to shout out my friend, It's to be Junes, for taking over most of the semantics, as I was helpful in the gathering and placement of magma blocks, but he built most of the internal workings of this machine. By utilizing the large open space on the nether roof, as well as the mechanic of entity cramming to kill the pigmen, we were able to provide a fitting punishment for the pigmen. By shooting one pigman, you can use the pigmen's friendship against them by setting them to go into a path to die by entity cramming of minecarts, which is close to my position so I can feast off the XP they drop. Since the pigmen have to respawn repeatedly to keep the chunk balanced, more and more angry pigmen will spawn as their friends die, and those new pigmen will keep attempting to kill me, only to meet their fate. This is what those stupid idiots get for not letting me grab redstone in peace. Let this be a warning to the next pigman that tries to stop me. However, lapis lazuli and redstone are the only resources that you can mine one ore of and get multiple resources of, without fortune or mining fortune. So how am I meant to get 30 enchanted resources of all of these 5 other ores just by mining? Well, it won't be so easy, and it'd be incredibly time taking. So the answer is right here. This is a coal minion. He takes out a 5x5 slot and places down coal ores and then methodically mines them and places it in his storage until his storage is full. At any point, I can grab the coal from his storage and use it for my own purposes. So, if I can employ an indefinite amount of coal minions, then they can gather the resources for me significantly faster than I would be able to just on my own. However, there is a limit to how many minions you can have employed on your Skyblock island at a time. For example, if the limit starts at, say, 5 minions, then you wouldn't be able to place the 6th minion. However, there are ways to increase this limit. The first way is to use gems at the town hall, but gems are bought with real money, and I didn't particularly want to do that. However, another way to get more minion slots is to make unique minions. Unique minions are any tier of any minion. For example, a tier 1 coal minion, or just the basic coal minion, counts as one unique minion, but for each time I upgrade him, it would count as another unique minion. However, if I were to make another basic coal minion after already having him, it wouldn't count as a unique minion. So, I needed somewhere to get a plenty of unique minions, so I turned my skills to the only place I knew to find them. But how could I possibly get all the resources needed to make the minions to get more minion slots? Well, you see, the easiest way to do it was through the foraging collection. By going to the different wood sections and mining a bunch of wood, I was successfully able to create several high-level minions and open up 2 new minion slots. However, just using the basic axe wouldn't have been enough. However, through the jungle wood collection, at around tier 7 you get the recipe to make a jungle axe, an axe that is successfully able to break multiple logs at a time, making gathering wood significantly easier. Using this, I was able to make tier 4s or 5s of every single wood minion and open 2 new minion slots, making productivity for my ores even faster. Cue woodcutting montage. I mined every type of wood to somewhere between collection level 5 and 7. I was able to make tier 4 minions for every type of wood, and was able to advance my jungle and oakwood minions even further to tier 5, largely due to their uses outside of the minions, such as the minion storage chests for oakwood, and the jungle axe for junglewood. Creating all these minions opened up 2 more minion slots for me to utilize in this quest, which leads me to the next step of my plan. However, we won't need the additional minions for all 5 resources. See, when you complete a quest of giving a iron pickaxe to the lapis miner in the lapis quarry, he gives you a compactor. A compactor is an item that automatically turns all the resources that your minion produces into blocks as soon as there are resources available to do so. And I had this running on my iron minion for quite a long time. So by the time I needed the resources, I was already pretty close to 30 enchanted iron to complete the quest, and I was able to easily get the rest of the iron I needed. This brings me to the next step of my plan. Using compactors, I was able to get resources significantly faster, so I started upgrading my cobblestone minion to get more cobblestone to create more compactors. I also used my 2 additional minion slots to place down 2 more diamond minions, and put a compactor into one of them, which allowed me to get the enchanted diamonds at a super fast rate. This left me with only emeralds, coal, and gold. When you start the game and go into the mines for the very first time, the first mine you encounter has only coal. So you get coal rather early, and you only need 80 coal to create your first minion. So basically, as soon as I had started the game, I already had a coal minion, and this coal minion was running overtime for a significantly long time. You see, my coal minion was able to produce large amounts of coal, and with my cobblestone I was able to put a compactor to make it even quicker. So coal was easily the next ore I had left. The only ores I had left now were gold and emerald. I then went to the slime hill where you can mine emeralds to mine the rest of the emeralds I needed to get the 30 enchanted emeralds for the quest. Although it took a while because emeralds only give 1 per ore, and because the slimes are quite annoying and in the way, I was able to get enough for the 30 enchanted emeralds, so all I had left was the gold ingots. I then went to the bazaar, a place where you can buy and sell basic resources with other players for varying prices, and bought the rest of the enchanted gold I needed with some of my coins. I now had all the resources. Wait, It said 3 of the following. And then it said 10 of each. Did I only need 10 of each? And if you were wondering, that is exactly what that meant. I had just spent the past 3 to 4 days doing something that realistically could have been done in a handful of hours, all because I misinterpreted the quest. But onwards we move, and I will see you in the next episode. I hope to see you in the streams. I stream right here on YouTube, and I hope you have a great day. Crin out.